Captain Dennis O'Shea with the Ventura County Fire Department, USLA Aquatic Rescue Response Team. The purpose of these videos are to train our new personnel and do ongoing training with our team members to refresh their memory.
So the first thing coming up to the beach would be assessing not only the wave conditions, swell direction, what the weather's doing, how many people in the water. Another big thing you want to take into account is the people on the beach. The clientele are at your local breaks. One of the biggest things you can do to facilitate proper rescues is to stop them before they even happen. You're wanting to build your situation awareness. Your situation awareness actually starts long before you get to the beach. You're looking at surf reports, surf forecasts, knowing what the weather's doing, the tide, swell direction, wave height, water temperature. You can match what you're reading to what the actual conditions are. You're looking at people surfing, what type of people are in the water, types of people on the beach. Scout out who your potential victims are going to be. You're looking at kids playing near rips, you're looking at people playing near rocks and jetties, and you're actually going out and you're trying to make those contacts before they actually get in the water. Not only are you making those contacts, but you're also educating them on proper safety of ocean awareness. Starting your operations as ocean rescue swimmer, you want to make sure you have the appropriate PPE with you at all times. Not only are you making sure that you have your appropriate PPE, but that it's in serviceable condition and ready to facilitate any of the multitude of rescues that are potential for every day. So looking out, you're identifying that you have a patient. They're doing the textbook climbing the ladder, showing that there's an issue. When you get out as a rescuer, you're identifying where your patient is, you're grabbing your appropriate PPE. In this case, you're grabbing your fins and buoys. You're making up your time running to the victim instead of swimming. You're going to start doing high stepping. Once you hit the water, you're going to pop your buoy, slide it over, and put hand in hand in your fins. Jumping over the waves is your fastest way to mitigate when you're in the waist deep or lower. Then you start porpoising once you get to about waist height, making up valuable ground. Once you get the waist deep, you're going to start putting your fins on. So while swimming out to your victim, it's beneficial to every once in a while look back at your shore-based rescuers who are giving you hand signals. This is crucial when the swell height is such that you cannot see your victim at all times. Alternate between head up and head down swimming. Head down's faster, but head up makes it so you can see your victim. So when you're approaching your victim, approach from a safe distance, roughly 6 feet. You're going to slide your buoy towards the victim and instruct them how to hold it properly.
Put underneath your arms. I'm going to clip you in. What's your name?
So it's beneficial once you've hooked your patient into the buoy to be backstroking into shore. In this position, you can maintain eye contact on your victim. You can communicate and try to identify if there are more patients, what the patient's condition is, and you can try to reassure him and make him feel comfortable. Once you get to a safe depth, take your fins off and start walking back into shore. Maintain eye contact on the waves and the ocean behind you to make sure no rogue waves are coming in to take you out. Your shore-based rescuers are going to come in and help take the patient while you get your equipment back in the proper order. So now this is combative victim. As we said before, you want to maintain a safe distance when approaching your victim. At this time, the rescuer has his back towards the victim. So the thing to do is swim deep. The person's already in trouble and they don't want to go back in the water. Swim deep, push him away. Now he's approaching from appropriate distance, handing off his buoy and instructing the patient to grab on. You're approaching your victim. The first thing you want to do is hook your patient in with the buoy. You're going to slide it under them and clip it on their back. You want to do such so when you rotate them, they already have the buoy on. One hand under is going to support the airway, the other is going to go on the back of the neck, which is going to hold C-spine. From this position, you can sit there and you can maintain an appropriate open airway and you keep communication with them at all times. So when you're doing paddleboard rescues, you want to unweave your buoy strap a little bit. You're going to put it over your back, and then you're going to clip your buoy in front of you. In this position, your buoy is secured around you, and all you need to do is unclip it, and you're ready to swim. So it's important when you're facilitating paddleboard rescue is to time the swell appropriate. Wait for a lull in the set or a nice flat part. You want to run as fast as you can and hit the surf with some speed. It'll provide you a good glide that'll get you over those first bumps. So while paddling, you can either paddle on your stomach like this or you can paddle on your knees. The rest of your preference. While mitigating waves, the first way you can do it is to stand up and let the wave pass between you and the board. The second way is as the wave's approaching, turn around, get in the back of the board, and let the wave hit you in the back. This wave pushes you a little bit more, but it might be better when the waves are bigger. The third approach is to grab the front straps, turn around, and turtle aboard. Let the wave pass over you. This is the best method for big waves. When the waves are too big, you can run the pier as far as you can to get to roughly where your victim is. You want to go on the lee side of the pier, throw the board as far as you can, and then jump after as soon as possible. If you wait too long, the waves can take it. Be sure to be jumping in a safe location that you know the depth is appropriate. Most piers have a marker that identifies a safe depth even at low tide. So approaching a victim, you're going to do the same thing as you do when it comes to a buoy rescue. You want to approach them a safe distance, you want to present the board. You want to keep away from the victim so that they don't attack you. Present the board sideways. Now you're going to communicate to your victim. Climb up, swing your leg over. To limit your chances of tipping, you're going to slide on the back of the board and tuck up as tight as you can to the victim. If the patient's able to help you, ask them to paddle with you. Approaching an unconscious victim is similar. You're going to approach from a safe distance. However, with this, flip your board upside down and you're going to slide it perpendicular to them. You're going to pull the body over the board to about chest height. Maintain a good grip. You're going to tip the board and rotate it so the body slings on. Now here's the tricky part. Positioning the body such that he doesn't fall off. Remember, this isn't a friend helping you out. This is an unconscious person that's dead weight.
Always remember that proper situational awareness, oceanography skills, and rescue skills starts long before you actually get to the beach. Maintain your situational awareness and keep training so that when the time comes, we're not seeing it for the first time.
Remember, the ocean is an extremely dynamic and unforgiving environment to work in. Always have a backup, always have a contingency plan, and always know your limitations.